Hello, welcome to Cinema Enigma. In today's video, we'll go over some of the best movies to watch with your family, at least in my opinion.
That's just like your opinion, man.
I tried to make a list to suit everyone's taste and include one movie from any family-appropriate genre I could think of. Number 10, Home Alone. Of course, I'm going to start with the classic Home Alone. It's a nostalgic treasure and it's the only good Home Alone movie. Many people have enjoyed watching it throughout the years, and I'm sure many of you did too, but rewatching it can never take away the fun. The movie kind of takes the fact, love your family even if it is filled with assholes, and forces it down your throat. But it is very fun to watch. The way Kevin finds a way to protect himself and pulls those tricks off to fool Harry and Marv. So buckle up and enjoy this one with your family. Number 9, Hugo. Hugo is an Academy Award-winning movie about an orphan named Hugo, who is always hanging around the station, and his most valued item is his father's automaton. And throughout the movie, he tries to find the key that will get it working. The movie has amazing cinematography and has an insecurity theme to it, in which you constantly expect a new problem to happen for poor Hugo. There are too many layers to the movie and no character is flat or left unexplored. I think it could be a very exciting movie for the whole family. Number 8, The Adam Project. It's not maybe the most original or the most perfect time-traveling movie, but it is enough for an enjoyable movie night with your folks. I mean, when seeing Ryan Reynolds on the screen isn't enjoyable. It can take you to early 80s sci-fi movies, which is charming. Speaking of charming, Walker Scoville's performance is so cute and charming that it could be a reason to watch the movie itself. Well, as it isn't a love letter to this movie, I should say they could do a better job at Villain's character. The backstory isn't really doing it for me. She was better without it. But to be honest, the good acting of the whole cast could make up for it. The jokes actually made me laugh and the sad parts actually made me cry. And the visual arts could be quite fun to watch too. Long story short, it is a fun ride and I believe you could enjoy it with your family. Number 7, The Beauty and the Beast. It doesn't matter what they say, Disney movies, whether live action or animated, will always be treasures to me. And this movie is just beautiful. Honestly, the first time I watched this movie, I thought it was very flawed in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to characters and their development throughout the movie. But yet, I loved it, and I would recommend it in my top 10 family movies. Why? Visual representation. The songs are actually good and enjoyable, the costumes are so close to the original animation, and the CGI is very spot on. They got the Beast so realistic, I couldn't stop weirdly staring at him all along. It is terribly colorful and cute, so a great option for watching it with your family. Number 6, Shrek. Do I even have to explain anything? One of the funniest, greatest, and most absurd animation ever. Although Shrek is filled with old reused concepts, yet it feels like the most original. It's an incredible and terribly unique movie with a great message, which is ogres are like onions, they have layers. And of course, the soundtracks are a combination of the original songs and Shrek's version, which I absolutely love. It doesn't matter how many times you watch it, it will never fail to make you laugh. Instead of completely relying on silly, goofy action, it makes very smart and witty jokes. I mean, I would have given the Oscar to the Lord Farquaad and his jokes alone. Number 5, Little Miss Sunshine. What could be better for this list than the perfect portrayal of a family with all of the imperfections and failures, showing all these problems with a wholesome sense of humor. We are watching the family's journey to Little Miss Sunshine's beauty pageant for Olive, the young daughter of the family, to participate in the pageant. The movie is full of drama, humor, and of course crazy twists. This movie has succeeded in being so heartwarming when you don't expect it at all. You see all the things that are happening and all those plots and all the dramas, and you are so caught up in all that. and suddenly you catch yourself smiling your face off at the end. This movie is a must-see, so better to watch it with your family. Number 4. Paddington. Paddington is a story about a bird from deepest, darkest Peru. His home is destroyed by an earthquake, so his aunt sends him to London to find a new home. He follows the trail of an explorer who previously told his family that they were welcome to visit whenever they were in London. Now he is in search of that family with a suitcase full of marmalade. This series of films is filled with color and adventure. It is filled with slapstick jokes, but it doesn't show the character as dumb. Instead, he is very polite and very charismatic. He just has a little bad luck. His politeness shines through, adding depth to his persona and making him relatable and hilarious, despite being a dressed talking bear and everyone being okay with that. Paddington 2 holds a special place in my heart as one of my all-time favorite movies. The film's captivating storyline, impressive visual effects, and heartwarming moments make it a truly beautiful cinematic experience. And let's not forget about Paddington himself, the charming talking bear who never fails to bring smiles to my face with his adorable personality. You can't tell me he isn't the cutest thing ever. Number 3. Harry Potter. I'd prefer getting hit by a bus than not bringing Harry Potter to this list. This movie is such nostalgic, it really brings back some wonderful memories. It always reminds me of the time when I was eagerly waiting for my Hogwarts letter to arrive. It's such a timeless experience to watch these 3 kiddos figuring out their lives in that enchanting world full of magical creatures and wondrous things. And come on, it's wholesome to watch these kids grow up. And it is funny to watch a villain trying to take over a high school, but failing to even do that. Also, the visuals are really good. Of course, as a movie made in 2001, we don't expect the best CGI ever, but the fantastic effects and seeing the magical creatures flying and the effects of different spells are very eye-catching. It's a nostalgic movie for adults and a nice new experience for kids. So pop your corns and watch the series with your family. I bet you'll enjoy the ride.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Number 2, The Grand Budapest Hotel. This movie is the best movie of Wes Anderson, and the man knows his movies. The story is so well written, it always leaves me so emotional staring at the screen. Needless to say, the visuals are a masterpiece. The cast did great, the acting is spot on. He did such a good job in telling the story, you enjoy every scene of the movie. The story is catchy, you want to follow up and see what is going to happen in the end. The visual representation did good help in making it more appealing and just adds to the experience. Wes Anderson is a unique storyteller as he is in directing, and he loves to tell a story in another story. And you can see a lot of famous actors even in shortest of roles. The movie moves so fast, which I love, but you do have to pay a lot of attention not to miss anything. It's an absurd, funny, exciting, colorful, wonderful, and slightly violent movie. There's a Europe in the 30s theme to the movie, which is new because usually movies in this era are about war, and it's a new perspective which could be interesting. It's a beautiful movie and it's a feast for the eyes, so I highly recommend it. Number 1, The Greatest Showman. And now my last recommendation, The Greatest Showman. Every time I'm going to watch a musical, I always leave the possibility for it to be trash, but I guess this movie proved me wrong. It's not full of pointless songs just to fill the movie with it, which we see in a lot of musicals, but every song has its own story and feels essential to the movie. Again, another movie with a good cinematography. It's enjoyable, especially for a family movie night. It's colorful, the scenes are beautiful, and has a lot of good costumes, which I appreciate in movies like this. The movie moves at a good pace. It's upbeat and there's really good romance in it. It knows when to be loud and relentlessly energetic, and it knows when to be slow and gentle. It's a fun ride. You will enjoy it like all the people who were obsessing over it at the time. Musicals are rare breed, and they aren't always well executed. You should enjoy the ones that are. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. And subscribe for more videos.